Most police bodycam footage is ordinary. But every once in a while something happens that even the officers don't have an answer for. These are some of the ones officers still can't explain. On November 22nd, 2021, police were called to a quiet residential home after a tenant returned to find her front door standing wide open. Fearing someone may have broken in, she waited outside as officers arrived to clear the house. At first, the call seemed routine, but what unfolded inside would leave even experienced officers visibly shaken. With the home completely dark and silent, the officers announced themselves and began searching room by room.
Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known. Police! Anyone inside?
One officer stayed downstairs, while the other carefully moved up the staircase, body camera recording every step. As he reached the upper floor, something strange happened.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Without anyone touching it, the first bedroom door slowly opened on its own. The officer hesitated, then entered the room with his weapon drawn. The space appeared empty. Moments later, as he exited, another door directly in front of him began to move as well, opening further, as if someone unseen had just stepped away from it. Again, the room was empty. No person, no explanation. As the search continued, the officers began hearing noises that didn't match what they were seeing.
Downstairs clear.
Footsteps, movement, sounds coming from behind them. Yet every time they turned around, nothing was there. Despite clearing every room, the unsettling activity continued. The house itself appeared oddly lifeless, partially furnished, almost abandoned, even though it was supposed to be occupied. With no intruder found and no logical cause for the doors or sounds, the officers eventually cleared the scene. To this day, no explanation has ever been given for what triggered the doors to open or what caused the unexplained noises captured on the body cameras. Whether it was something environmental, psychological, or something far more disturbing, This encounter remains one of the most unsettling police bodycam incidents ever recorded. This footage first surfaced on Reddit, posted by a user, and quickly began circulating due to how disturbing it is. On December 31st, 2022, police were dispatched to a deteriorating house in a small town in Poland after a neighbor reported disturbing sounds coming from inside. The caller described deep animal-like growls, violent thumping and piercing screeches. Noises so unsettling that they didn't sound human at all. When officers arrived, the situation quickly escalated. A paramedic was requested to the scene, and body camera footage began recording as authorities cautiously entered the property.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam.
Inside the house, the atmosphere was immediately oppressive. As officers approached the closed door, the sounds grew louder, low, aggressive growling echoing from the room beyond. Even the paramedic recording the footage could be heard questioning whether the noises were actually coming from a person. They were. Behind the door was a 20-year-old woman named Kamila. She refused to respond normally to her name and instead reacted with violent, animalistic sounds whenever officers moved closer.
Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Nie, szkoda.
A wy ją widzicie w ogóle?
No nie, nie. Kamila, chodź Witoria przyjechała. Uwaga, uwaga. Uwaga, bez skawaj. Kamilka. Kamila.
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
Ale byśmy się zmienili pozycjami, to może być mogliśmy tam zrobić. Odsuń się i
Nie?
uważaj, bo łeb kurwa.
Drut ma jakiś...
Her behavior was so alarming that the officers avoided entering the room directly, instead using long tools to keep their distance. Despite repeated attempts to communicate, Kamila showed no signs of recognizing the officers or understanding where she was. With no safe way to approach her, police attempted an alternate entry through the attic from outside the house. That's when the situation became even more unsettling. Inside the attic, Kamila could be seen barricading herself, holding furniture, as if preparing to defend against anyone who came near. She remained hostile, unresponsive, and aggressive.
Tu jesteś. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardzo jak świnia. Chodź. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu coś nie widzę. To nie ciągaj się. Kamilka. na dół, twoje dziecko cię woła. Chodź Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła. Wiktoria cię woła. Wiki cię woła.
Much of what happened next was not shown in the footage. Eventually, Camila was restrained and transported to a hospital. And that's where the story takes a chilling turn. According to medical staff, Camila suddenly returned to normal behavior. She appeared calm, coherent, and claimed to have no memory of the events inside the house. Doctors found no evidence of drugs, alcohol, or underlying mental illness. To this day, no clear explanation has been given for what caused her extreme behavior, whether it was a psychological episode, environmental factors, or something far more disturbing. What happened inside that house on New Year's Eve remains unexplained.
Idź stąd. Uważaj.
On December 25th, 2020, police in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, were alerted to a parked RV, emitting a strange automated warning. From inside the vehicle, a calm but robotic female voice repeatedly announced that everyone in the surrounding area needed to evacuate immediately.
This area must be evacuated now. If you can hear this message, evacuate now. If you can hear this message, evacuate now.
The message echoed through the empty streets as early morning approached. As officers arrived, the warnings continued, growing more urgent with each repetition. Bodycam footage, later released, shows police calmly moving through the area, knocking on doors and urging anyone nearby to leave for their own safety.
What's up, Timothy? Hey man, we take the body. We got a conversation.
415 B9 Drill, 411 Charles.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for 11.
Okay? Do you mind going down to 2nd and
Where do they
Broadway?
need to go when they are...
The situation felt surreal, almost cinematic. Adding to the unease, the RV intermittently played music over the loudspeaker, an unsettling contrast to the repeated evacuation warnings.
That's so weird. That's like something out of a movie.
Like the purge?
Yeah.
Shortly after the final message, the RV detonated, unleashing a massive explosion that damaged dozens of nearby buildings and sent debris across multiple city blocks. Bodycam footage from the aftermath captures scenes that look almost apocalyptic. Shattered storefronts, smoke-filled streets, and officers securing the area as emergency crews rushed in. Thanks to the evacuation efforts, no bystanders lost their lives. Several people were injured and required hospitalization, but the only fatality was the man inside the RV. The vehicle belonged to Anthony Warner, a 63-year-old resident of the area. In the days that followed, investigators began piecing together Warner's past in an attempt to understand what led to the attack. They discovered that he lived a highly isolated life and held extreme conspiracy beliefs. Records also revealed that concerns had been raised months earlier about his behavior, including reports that he had been constructing devices inside the RV